6 habits to become more confident now. Let's go. Welcome to Better Man. My name is Gabe. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. This channel is all about helping young men along their self-improvement journey. So today we are diving into 6 habits that, if implemented, immediately will help to improve your confidence, and over time will just constantly increase that. Now, I'm a fairly confident guy, right? But that doesn't mean I don't have areas where I struggle with confidence. Every single person in this world is going to struggle with confidence, and confidence is not something where you simply are confident, right? It's a constant work in progress. A lot of people generally are a little more confident than others, but there's still going to be different social situations, areas of life where their confidence will be threatened. By implementing things like what I'm talking about in this video, as well as having that, positive self-talk and history, that track record of success, confidence that you've instilled over the years, you'll become more resilient until eventually confidence is threatened less and less. So let's go ahead and jump into point number 1. Point number 1 is going to be more mindset oriented, and it's keep your promises to yourself. Now, this is when we talk about goals or habits that we want to implement in our lives, or simply just things we say to other people, right? If your word means something, that instills a lot of pride and confidence in oneself. So I really value if I tell somebody that I'm going to do something for them, even if it's inconvenient for me, even if I don't think they really care and it's not a big deal, I'm going to fulfill that obligation, because if I said it, I want to follow through. I want to create this association in my mind that if I say something, it gets done. That instills so much confidence. When I say that I am going to start working on my YouTube channel, it's done, right? I can just trust the fact that if I extrapolate it out a year from now, I've been working on my YouTube channel for a year because I said it, I committed to it. And sure, there's areas where I struggle. I mean, guys, I'm gonna be real with you, pornography, that's something that it's just, I'm always going back to, even after I haven't done it for a while. And I can't lie, that messes up your confidence, right? Not even just porn itself, which we'll get to later, but the fact that I said to myself I was going to stop indulging in it, and I keep coming back to it. So become a man of your word and try to just constantly keep the congruency of your actions with what you say, and that's going to skyrocket your pride in yourself and your confidence. Point number 2, get outside of your comfort zone. Now, no matter how confident you are, going to be areas of your life where you're not the most confident, right? Like me, I just recently went to a salsa dance with my girl, and I think I could probably be the worst salsa dancer in the history of salsa dancing. Like, it was bad. Every time we switched dance partners, I just saw the look on the woman's face. She was like, oh, this guy again. But let's be real, was that a little in my head? Of course, because I didn't have confidence in that area yet. But I went to the class, I did it, I sucked, I left, and I was okay, right? I made it through. I didn't necessarily get better at salsa dancing, but that wasn't the point. Confidence can be developed by obviously improving at a skill, but it can also be developed simply by realizing that the worst case scenario of failure isn't really that bad. You will recover. It's all going to be fine. You can just keep venturing out into new areas that you're maybe uncomfortable in, because you have the confidence to know that it's all going to be okay. You'll get through it. You'll move on to the next thing. Point number 3 is going to be no porn. Now, this is huge, guys. I mean, porn is something that affects all young men, I'm going to say, pretty much, like 99.9%. It's so appealing, hyper stimulative. Obviously, we're high testosterone young guys, like, we're horny. But the issue with pornography is in multiple areas. First, it's hyper stimulative, and it's really just going to flood your dopaminergic pathways in your brain, to where you start to rely on that to really produce those high amounts of dopamine, and it's just going to make the rest of your life not as enjoyable. Studies have shown this. It's just going to make you, less likely to be really driven, right? You're going to be less likely to have that drive to go out in life, to conquer, to go meet women, because you have this shit on your phone, and it's so toxic, it's so poisonous. I've drastically reduced the amount that I consume it, and it's benefited my life so much. I feel less anxious. I'm just more social, more charismatic. So, no porn. I highly recommend that. If you are currently struggling with a porn addiction, I guarantee by focusing on nothing but eliminating that, your life will get so much better. Point number 4 is going to be how you dress and present yourself. Now, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to be wearing designer brands or like super nice clothing, or worrying about the patterns. This is striped, this is checkered, whatever. It's more about how it fits your body and just the colors, how they match your skin tone. So if I'm a fairly fit guy, so I like to wear clothing that's a little tighter around the arms and chest that kind of enhances that look. If you might be on the more out of shape side, you're going to want to wear something that, has a more of a slimming effect. So it's all, we want to think how it fits the body and how it complements that. And then as far as colors, how that complements your skin tone. So, I'm not going to wear like a super orange shirt. They wash me out. They make me look pale. It just doesn't work with my skin tone. But then there's other colors that really just look good with my hair color, with my skin tone. And it's simple, right? Like, I'm just looking for fit and color. I'm not getting nitty gritty with it. Now, I will admit my girlfriend's always telling me I need to step up my style game. Sure, I could improve it, but I got the basics in check. It fits me well, the color's nice, I get looks from that, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good. If you dress nice, you're just going to feel more confident because you're presenting yourself in such a way that you have authority, right? When I walk out into the same environment and I'm wearing a nice polo shirt, some slacks, whatever, not only do I feel better, people treat me differently. People will treat you how they perceive you. And if you're dressed in a confident, well-presented manner, that's going to do, eons of benefits for how people treat you and interact with you. Number 5 is going to be fitness. Now, fitness, this is a no-brainer, right? We're going to feel better about ourselves. We're going to be more energized, more focused, but also we're going to be more attractive to the opposite sex. We're going to have more of a physically imposing presence. We're going to have more respect. We're going to feel more self-respect from the discipline that it took us to build that body. So fitness is something that I would say this is number 1 on the list. If your fitness is in check, it's pretty hard not to feel a little confident, guys. So get that fitness in check. If you have any questions, I'm a certified personal trainer. I know my shit. Leave some comments below. I'll answer them. No charge. Point number 6 is going to be hygiene. Now, this is something that a lot of guys honestly slack on. Myself in the past, I'm going to get real with all of you. I never really used soap in the shower until like 3 years ago. Like, don't get me wrong, every once in a while, every like 5 showers, I would use a little bit, but mostly I would just wash it off with water, be like, that does enough. It's pretty fucking disgusting. But a lot of guys just like don't think about like clipping their fingernails, like trimming their neck beard, getting regular haircuts, like how their breath and their BO smells. Like, you need to dial that in, because if you want to be confident, like, people don't want to be around someone who like doesn't have good hygiene. So implement good hygiene practices, and that's going to boost your confidence as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to implement all of these immediately. Obviously, those early ones are more mindset tips that will take a little time to really get good at, but all of these are going to demonstrably improve your confidence. Guys, please comment, subscribe, like this video. I'm going to keep coming with the heat. I want to improve all of your lives and help us thrive on our self-improvement journeys together. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.